Hey guys, welcome back to Swamp Ass Podcast episode 2. I'm here again, once again, with, with my co-host, Mr. Omar.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
And our co-host who wasn't here last week, Isaac will be joining us.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry I couldn't make it last week, but hey, I'm here for episode 2. Uh, just a background of me. I'm also from the same hometown as them, and I also live in the coast now. And that's about it for now. I'm gonna keep my past a little mysterious, so you guys can
Ooh.
collect some clues throughout time, right?
It's always nice to
All
stay a
right,
little
so
mysterious, not
right.
fully
I,
give away everything about yourself.
I just,
I've had
I
I've had something on my mind for a bit, guys.
What's going on, man?
This last week, I killed something.
You killed something?
I'm a murderer, guys.
What did you do?
So it was midnight, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to go get some snacky snacks at Winco because they're like 24 hours.
Uh-huh.
And so it's dark outside. I can't see at midnight. And then all of a sudden,
Understandable.
a little cat crosses the road.
Oh no.
And it would have gotten all the way across, but when it was right in front, like it stopped, and I was getting closer. I was like, it stopped. So I was like, okay, it stopped. And I got closer. It ran in front and then stuck his head up because my
Oh.
car's not too low, so it would have got saved. But then it stuck its head up.
I,
I don't want to believe it.
You're a
I don't want to
monster,
believe it,
bro. You're a
how'd you go to
monster.
sleep that night?
dude. I couldn't. I went back after. I was like, it's not gonna be there. It's gonna be gone.
And it was there.
It was still there, man. Still there.
So we're podcast episode 2 here with a murderer,
I
fucking
really
monster here.
okay. I guess I can kind of relate to you because one time I was driving home from my hometown, and I took the back roads because why not? And this
Uh-huh.
little squirrel decided to just run in front of my car, and I smashed its head as well. So
You smashed
I mean,
it.
yours is a little more egregious because it's a cat. Mine's just a little squirrel,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I
See,
felt
I've
that.
never killed anything with my car or my truck.
Wait,
Only on
wait. So you
occasion.
didn't wait. So you didn't run over the scroll. You just decided to smash its head.
No, no, no. It was running
You run
across.
over
It
it.
was
You
it
just
was
got out
running.
of the fucking truck
Listen,
and smash its head.
it was running across, right?
Uh
And
huh.
by the time it started running across, I was already like 10 feet away and I was going like 60 miles per hour. I'm not going to smash on the brakes for this thing. This thing's going to get killed. And that's what
Damn.
happened. Its head just got deleted.
That scroll had
Poor
a
squirrel.
family.
Hey,
Dead
so
kids
do
go on
I.
too.
If I smashed the brakes, swerve off the road and I died, you know what I mean? That squirrel wouldn't care.
No,
Or
honestly,
that squirrel would be
yeah.
on his podcast telling how he killed a human.
The guys
No,
that can't
that would be nuts.
yeah,
I'm,
that
I'm
would
sorry.
be.
I'm sorry. I'm
Bro,
sorry.
that was
I'm
That
sorry.
was a
I'm
great pun,
sorry.
yeah, bro, that was good.
Uh,
So what? Wait. So before we continue, I just got to get something straight.
uh-huh.
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 Your take last week on Everything Everywhere All at Once, shit.
Mm,
The movie was great.
mm,
After
So
the
you're
movie,
mm.
hear me out. After the movie, I felt like a new man. I was looking at everything with a new perspective.
you were looking at
Wow,
Spoilers
everywhere,
ahead.
really?
Do you know
everywhere.
that rock scene? Made me grateful that I wasn't born in a rock universe. You know what I mean? When they were,
Mm.
I don't know. I got, not gonna lie, I did get pretty teary eyed.
You want me to ruin
The
it for
end.
you?
Okay.
You want me to ruin it for you?
Go ahead.
In that rock scene, apparently you could see a road in the distance, and apparently a squirrel hole somewhere.
Damn.
Oh,
So they just
That
straight
is,
up just like they didn't even they didn't
it
fully
was.
commit to
They didn't
recording
actually go
everything
to
out in the
another
background.
world. They didn't actually go to another world to record that scene.
you're lying
That's
to me.
it's fake. It's fake.
They weren't in a
Uh,
different universe where it was just rocks talking to each other.
Didn't didn't want to break it to you.
yeah, I didn't want to tell you. No, but do you actually like the movie? Like for
I
real?
no, yeah, I genuinely enjoyed it. I mean, yes, I admit the bagel part. Yeah, it was kind of lame, anticlimactic because you expected like it to be a little cooler, but at the same
Yeah.
time, it's not about. I feel like it wasn't about the bagel. It's about the message it's putting out, and the message is really good. That's why I enjoyed it.
What
Okay,
message did you get out
so
of it?
Um, damn, you put me on the spot. I
okay, wait. Let me intervene
go
real
ahead,
quick.
go ahead.
So I agree that it's like a deeper message, but I just think that the way they went about it being a deeper message felt really last week all I said it was the only word I could use to really describe how I felt about the movie is that it just felt goofy. Like there's
Uh,
no other way that I could like
I,
explain that the deeper meaning. It didn't feel like it felt like a very easy to understand deeper meaning movie. Like it didn't feel like a deep movie, you know? It wasn't my cup of
completely.
tea, but then again, maybe I'm just too stupid to understand it, but
Well, I just feel like that was the point of the movie. It wasn't meant to be taken. It's serious, but not meant to be taken serious. And like you gotta, that's the point. You gotta enjoy it being goofy and so.
so what is
uh-huh.
I,
it called when they
so
how
I don't
what is
feel
it
like
called when they get their powers?
I don't remember, but
Or you're
basically they
talking about
have
when they would
to.
like eat random shit or like do
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, like
How do they know what to do to get the
I,
powers?
They were guessing.
They
yeah,
just
I guess I
They
don't
they
the
know. I
butt
guess.
plugs was guessing when they shoved
Yeah,
the
I
butt
guess
plug
the more
trophy.
random thing you do, like the more sporadic thing you do, the greater like chances you have of actually getting that power. That's why I don't know. That's
well,
what
because
Yeah.
the people that like remember how there was like a group of people that already knew what they were doing? Like the people that purposely stuck stuff up their ass is that because they were getting told by their boss that
Oh
they
yeah.
knew what to do already to and
that's
but
true.
the lady, the main character, she was guessing. She was just grabbing random stuff and doing random things to try to figure it out, but because she didn't know.
I don't know.
That makes sense. Well, you know what? I think we should move past this. It is what it is. The past is the past.
I agree.
Because we spoke about
Uh,
it last week. You know what I mean? So let's go on.
yeah, bad movie. Anyways,
Oh,
there's a question that I've been thinking about, and that's does everybody have a conscience, or like does everybody have that little voice in their head that tells them like okay, so say when you're reading something, or I guess best example is probably when you're reading something, and do you have like that little voice that you're reading something, but you're reading it to yourself, but that voice is you. If you know what I mean?
no, yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying, but I'm pretty sure everybody does have a consciousness. If you don't have one, then you're an NPC. I'm sorry to break it to
I
you.
I don't think everyone has one. I think I've heard
See,
stories.
yeah,
I don't know
I saw a
anyone though.
YouTube video about this lady where she was explaining that she doesn't have that voice. She doesn't have that little thing in her head. Like it doesn't. She just doesn't have it because she says she's had other people explain it to her, but it just doesn't happen to her. She when she sees something, it just processes in her brain and immediately just done and done. That's it. There's nothing more to it, nothing deeper. Just that's it.
Like you just say what's on your mind. How do you think? Wouldn't you need it to think?
That's what I think. I feel like it's something that's like,
Can you not
isn't
think
that your
without it?
brain? Isn't that your mind? That I was under the impression that like me, if I subconsciously thought something right now, like if I looked at I don't know whatever my phone and I read something, me reading it in my mind, isn't that me thinking or me? Isn't that
That's
my
true.
mind?
Yeah, yeah, because it's like a little voice, and you're thinking to yourself, "Oh, should I do this? Should I do that?" Or
Yeah.
like, whenever they say, like whenever you're gonna say something and it's controversial, but so you like kind of say it in your head before you actually say it out. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So she
Exactly.
just can't do that. She just spits out whatever like instantly. You know what I mean?
I guess so. Yeah. Like
Sporadic with what she says.
doesn't even have that little that little bit of filter. I guess maybe not filter, but like doesn't think about it. I guess. I don't know. It's just
Yeah,
something I've been
yeah.
thinking about because I did see that video and I was just like, damn, like, is that just something that only a few people have, or is it like a half and half on the population? Like, I'm
Do you
not.
guys have an evil and a bad, an evil and a bad conscience? Little devil in your ear. Or what?
I have dark Bernie. You guys don't want a little dark Bernie? No,
Like, how
but
do you
I
guys
think
decide not to do something bad?
okay. I'm gonna say something that I think everybody thinks of, but a lot of people won't admit. Is that I think a lot of
Chill.
people think I'm not no nothing bad, nothing
Don't
bad.
say the R word, bro. Just
It's like it's like okay, so have you ever seen something and you think of like the most heinous shit ever, but you're like, I would never do that. But you thought of it, you thought about doing it, but you would never do it. but it's something that crossed your mind just for a second. Like you're just like, that's horrible if I were to ever do that. But
Like
it just
what?
goes
Give
on.
me an example of what you think about.
Um
Oh, you know what? I
okay.
I
Okay,
Go
you
ahead,
go.
go ahead.
You go. You want me to go?
Okay, okay. So I think I know what you mean. Like you ever like drive and then
That's what I was
you
about to say.
could be like
That's what I was about to say.
you see like a car next to you, like, bro, I can swerve to my right and take this motherfucker
Yeah,
out.
that's what I was gonna say. That's
You
what I
know what
was
I mean?
gonna
But you're not
say.
gonna do it, but it's like a you just kind of like think to yourself, what? Why the fuck did I just think that?
Yeah, you're
You
like, I
know?
could kill this person
Oh,
right
okay.
now. I could ram
Yeah.
into them. I could destroy this person's life. Not going to, but I thought about it.
Yeah, like
Mm.
how fragile life is.
Yeah,
Like you have the power to take away someone else's.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
crazy.
Like it's just like
That's pretty crazy.
that's wild that it's any little small thought could just pass through, but it passes through your mind, even though you're like, oh, I don't want this thought. Ew, get out of my mind. Like I would never do this. But it just passes through your mind because you think about it real quick.
But you have a conscience so that
Exactly. That's what
you
I'm saying.
think about the negative side of it. So you think
Mhm.
like people that commit like shootings and crazy stuff like mass murders, you think they don't have that?
Mhm.
If they don't have the like the oh shit, this is gonna happen if I do that. Like the repercussions,
You
you
know
know?
what? That's true, actually. I didn't think about that. It could be it could be like these psychopaths that you hear about on the news, like a lot of these shootings. Um, it could be a pretty good reason as to maybe why they go through and fully commit to like doing this stuff is maybe they don't have that little voice telling them, "Hey, maybe don't do it. Hey, maybe don't do this. Hey, maybe maybe think about the
That's
repercussions afterwards."
I didn't think about it like that.
Hmm. That didn't
Talking
Yeah.
cross my
about
mind until you brought that up.
psychopaths, didn't you mentioned something about Mr. Beast being a psychopath? What's up with that?
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So I
He
listened
doesn't have a
to
conscience.
well, I maybe not. I was listening to a podcast. It's called The Yard, and they had Mr. Beast on recently, and they were basically just talking to him about like what he's doing, his videos, like all this other stuff. And more towards the end of the podcast, he is talking to them about a mobile game that it's kind of a pretty straightforward standard mobile game. It's one of those ones where you have your own kingdom, you build it, not like Clash of Clans, but in a kind of similar in a way, I guess. But you can send troops to a different base. Maybe there's like Clash of Clans. I'm not super familiar with Clash of Clans. You can send troops to a base, and it takes a certain amount of time to get there. And he was explaining that he really likes this game, and that he is number one in the world on that game. That he has spreadsheets for it. He has his own guy that will purposely do all the real time math for like really complicated math for him, just so he knows exactly how many troops to send, how many troops to do all this stuff. And then the reason why I think he's a psychopath is because he has people, the people right below him on the leaderboard. Those people are telling him that, or like he has people telling him info about those guys to like an example was that one of the guys, his kid, he was putting his kid to sleep. So he's like, you should attack him now because he's putting his kid to sleep. So you have info, you have time
What?
to attack his base. Yeah. I was like, what? I
So
was like, that's
he has
crazy.
people on salaries just so that he could be the best at this game.
Yeah, yeah. Like he's dumping so much money into this game to stay number one. And he even said that he on this game, he's doubled what second place is. So it's like there's no chance of anybody
Yeah,
even like
What's
coming
the
close.
point of that though?
honestly,
Like
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
that's
crazy.
like
He
when
has
you
like
put that's like when you
yeah,
put cheats on a game. Like it's not fun anymore.
he has like double
Mhm.
agents and everything. That's funny. On a
Yeah,
like,
he's
is
like
it a
yeah,
mobile? You said it was a mobile game, right?
yeah, it's a mobile game. He explained it, and I think it's like something Kingdom or it sounded pretty familiar. It sounded very similar to a game I've played before. Something Kingdom. I'm not entirely sure, but it sounded like it.
I think the money kind of corrupted him in a like his perception of money, I guess.
Mhm.
I
I
feel like he
mean,
doesn't value money anymore.
well, he's never really valued money from the beginning, and that was kind of his whole shtick was he gives away money like nothing, you know. So
Yeah.
him doing something like this is probably it shouldn't catch us by surprise, you know.
If you want to talk about like wasting money, is that there's actually a video because I watch Ludwig. He's one of my more favorite content creators that I watch, and he was explaining to Ludwig that he flew him out for a video on a private jet, to record a video, and the video cost about $800,000 in total for everything, and they scrapped the entire video because he didn't like it. Just because he said it wasn't up to his like caliber, he just didn't like it. So then he just scrapped the whole video and never uploaded it. So it's like, damn, that's like $800,000 just threw away. Just didn't want to do it.
That's that's like that's like 10 years of that's more than 10 years in like an average person's salary.
Yeah.
Like the average person.
Hmm.
That's like crazy. I don't know.
That's a
I feel like
crazy amount
the
of money to
money kind
me.
of corrupted him a bit. I'm pretty sure like if you talk to him, like I feel like he doesn't feel the same passion for YouTube. I feel like at this point it's just a job for him now. 'Cause at the beginning you could tell he was passionate. He was passionate, like he cared about like when he was growing, like when PewDiePie
Hmm.
started shouting him out and stuff a long time ago.
I
I,
don't know.
I I think
I,
he's one of those people that at least because I've never. I'm gonna be honest. This is the first podcast I've ever listened to, like of Mr. Beast. I've never heard him talk aside from like in his videos, you know. And I don't watch a lot of his videos. I usually every now and then I'll try to watch his newest video, but I don't watch every single one. But the ones that I have watched, it's very different from when you listen to him on a podcast. He's so like how do I explain it? Like he's very dedicated to whatever he does. Like if he wants to do something, he wants to be the best at it. And it was very clear in the sense of like the mobile game, obviously, and then something on YouTube. Like he's a YouTube giant. Like I don't think anybody even comes close to the caliber that Mr. Beast is on YouTube videos when it comes to views, uh, like and just I don't know, like the amount of effort, amount of work gets put into videos. Casually drops Gordon Ramsay in his newest video, doesn't even put him anywhere in the title, nothing. Like it's just like it's crazy the caliber of
yeah,
what
that's
Mr.
a flex.
doing right now. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, how do you if anybody else had Gordon Ramsay in the video, it would be thumbnail and title, 100%. There's no way he's not gonna be in the title. So
Yeah.
the amount of fame and money this man has is insane. That's why I think he is truly like a psychopath of amongst other content creators.
Among Us.
Yeah, Among Us. Loud
Nah,
ass sound.
yeah,
Go,
yeah, I'm not hating on him. I respect his grind. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, 100%. He's one of the most efficient YouTubers, I would say.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for what he does.
Yeah, as a content creator, he's just
Right, as a
n-
content creator.
nasty. I don't know anything aside from a couple podcasts that I listen to, but
But just
yo,
imagine a world where he didn't have morals though. I always think of that.
mhm,
Like
yeah,
what he could do with his money in a third world country. Think about it.
hmm
He goes to he goes to I don't know, who should I say? I don't want to offend
I
anybody.
dropped 3 bombs on Ethiopia, like 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 just like a bunch of like. There's so much he could do, dude. Like
Last
it's
Taliban to die wins $1 million.
Stupid. I kidnapped 3 children from the Philippines. Now I'm
He
gonna set them free, and the last one to live gets $5.
just throws him in the forest. Just
I took Philippine
run.
orphans to Africa to run from lions.
Carl Jacobs.
God.
He's like, no way, guys. Just was standing next to Beast, just watching everything happen.
I
He's like,
tried
that's
like
a
his
real
little crew.
lion.
His crew is just like giving like the
All the
PG ass
basic.
reactions
Yeah.
as the kid's
Yeah.
getting
He's
murked.
all shooting a Nerf
Where's
gun
his
at the
head?
kids.
What the frick, dude?
That'd be horrible.
Throws the lion. Here's a stack of cash. I don't know. He could do so much if he just didn't care about getting canceled.
Hmm.
He has power.
They,
Yeah,
yeah.
Today we
just
overthrew the government in this third world country.
I know, right? He probably, I don't know. That's probably could buy off like a whole government.
a small government. Oh, what's that? What's that government that? Or no, the country. It's a small country where their currency is so small that there's a RuneScape, like RuneScape coins are worth
Oh,
more than the actual currency.
I think
Venezuela.
Like,
is it
dude,
Venezuela?
okay.
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah, I think
Venezuela.
it is.
I read about
Because
it.
I remember the story about that there was a bunch of people from Venezuela that would go into RuneScape and mine and try to get these coins and like sell stuff. And a whole bunch of the players didn't like that. So a bunch of the people that are just trying to feed their families were getting killed by
Oh
a bunch of
yeah.
people that didn't want all these new players spawning in and just mining like crazy. So all these people that just trying to get a small little amount in RuneScape were getting just immediately killed by all the older players on the game. They didn't get a
Nah,
chance to sell anything.
I think one time their servers went down and like they had like a crisis over there because they couldn't like, mine on RuneScape because the servers were
Yeah.
down. It's
Mhm.
it's kind of crazy.
Dude, their
'Cause,
money, I don't know about now. It could be fixing, like getting fixed now. But when I read about it a long time ago, like years ago, they
mhm.
they had like wheelbarrows full of money, like just to buy like a piece of bread or something. Like it's worth nothing. The
Yeah.
kids were the picture I saw was kids like making houses with it, like stacks of cash, just building like just playing with money because it's not worth anything. Crazy.
Mhm. Yeah, it's just like throwaway money. Like it's nothing to them. Like the currency was it was trash. Basically, it was literally just it was the equivalent. It was like expensive paper. Basically, that's all it was to them.
Yeah, it's how we're gonna turn out.
Honestly, the way things are going right now, not looking so good. Looking like we're
Y'all
gonna start needing to speak Chinese in like 10 years, bro.
imagine what, damn, like when the U.S. isn't when the dollar isn't known around the world.
Yeah,
It's just
because I remember I watched a video just recently of explaining that the dollar currency is like the main currency of the world. Basically, like it's everyone equates like, oh, how much yen is $1, how much euros is $1. Like it's like that. And I think 70 years ago or 80 years ago, it was the French. They were the one before us that had whatever their currency was like equivalent to what we have now. And I guess the average lifespan is like 70, 80 years for it to stay that. So we're on our way out basically of being that number one currency.
Nah, man, America number one.
yay, yay!
Number one.
Shout out Joe Budden. No, just kidding.
Joe Budden.
Everyone loves Joe Bud in here.
Hey, no, but speaking of America, what do y'all do you guys rather have would you guys rather have spontaneous trips or you guys plan everything out like when you guys decide to take a vacation or some visit somewhere new? You guys like having a
Okay.
schedule or just spontaneous?
Spontaneous, man.
Personally,
It's-
yeah, I was gonna say it's
You guys,
spontaneous all the
you
way
guys are
down, bro.
both spontaneous
oh,
trips?
absolutely.
100% all day. It's like how in my opinion, anytime I've ever taken a trip and it's been like a planned out trip for I don't know, like say I want to go to the beach and I plan out, oh, when I get there, get a hotel, I got to go do this, and then after this I'm going to go to the restaurant, after this I got to go see this. After all that, like it just feels like if I'm not meeting those expectations of what I planned, I felt it like as being a vacation or a trip. But if we go with spontaneous, like, okay, I've taken a trip to San Francisco with Omar here. We went to San Francisco. My only expectation was to go see the bridge. If that was my only expectation, like literally, like I had no other expectation, was just see the bridge. Once I saw the bridge, that's it. I was happy. So everything on top of that was just a plus. That's why I think if you don't set expectations, you can't let them down.
That's very true. And I agree with you. I think spontaneous trips are the best. Like you can't go
Mhm.
wrong with it, you know. Because most of the time when, you guys do a spontaneous trip, that day you guys do it, you guys weren't doing anything to begin with, So anything after that is
Yeah.
just a positive, You're going out and
Yeah.
doing stuff.
Yeah,
I,
just no having no expectations. That's what that really makes the difference.
I think the on the contrary to that, I think the only benefit to having a planned trip is if maybe you're going for like a week vacation somewhere or maybe a 2 day, 3 day, whatever. And there's a lot of stuff you want to see, like like maybe it's a very like a touristy sightseeing location. Let's say, for example, somewhere I've wanted to go is either like Thailand, Japan. Like there's a couple places I wanna go. Like, there's a couple places I've been wanting to go for a while, and those are things I really wanna see. So I guess if it was a planned trip like that, I would wanna, like, maximize my amount of time. Because if I go to Japan, it's probably a once in a lifetime thing. I'm probably not gonna end up going again.
Don't say
Um,
that.
so so
yeah,
I would
man.
wanna I would wanna maximize the amount of
My
time
bachelor
that I'm
party is gonna be
there.
there.
Oh, yeah? I would wanna maximize the amount of time that I'm in Japan and get to see everything I wanna see and plan out everything. That's the only time I would say, but
Wait, so you
anywhere
would
in the
like to see everything everywhere? All at once.
all at once. Actually,
Just kidding.
yeah. Maybe Isaac was
Whoa.
right. Maybe it was a good movie.
No, well, the way I see it, if I take a trip like that, like say I wanna visit the I don't know, say Thailand. I love the cuisine, the food, drinks,
Lady
everything.
boys,
Thai food
Yeah,
is really
love
good.
that.
And that.
lady boys.
Um, if I went there, the way I want to try it a long vacation is like making a friend over there or like talking to locals. I don't
Yeah,
want to go to a touristy spot. I hate like touristy spots. Like when we went to San Francisco, only thing we did touristy was the bridge. Everything else is just like random spots.
yeah.
Um,
Like we went pretty early in the morning too, and it was just like I remember we went to like this little cafe, and you know, in like the movies when you see people like open up like curtains and they're like they open them up like that. I saw somebody do that. I was like, no way. I was like, I made a movie right now, bro. And
yeah.
it was such a good experience. Like everything, like from when we got there, like you could tell who was locals. It was very easy to spot. Like I'm sure we stood out. Like
Oh, you know which
there
local
was
I remember?
uh
The one that shit right in front of us. If you
yeah,
go to
San
San
Francisco,
Francisco
lots of
and
shit
you
on the
haven't seen
floor.
people shit in front of you, you haven't been to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Honestly. There's like a shit tracking app for San
Oh yeah.
Francisco.
Yeah, there
What
is.
is the
I
What
picture and
is
add
it
it to the
called?
app? I
What
it's
I
is it?
like
don't know.
Poo San Francisco or
Food
Shit
tracker or
Tracker.
something?
Food
Something
Yeah,
like
something
that?
like
it's
something tracker, I
something
think.
like that. Yeah. And
They
it's just
take
like
photos of it, they
and they
upload them,
record it.
and then you could yeah, the history of all the poops found
And
by
they have
people.
like in the my bad, but on the app they have it's like a Google Maps, but then you'll see little markers on the map where
Mhm.
poop is at.
Yeah, if you're really zoomed out, you're like, "Oh, it's not too bad. It's just a couple." And you zoom into a big
So,
poop,
yeah.
and there's
Yeah.
like 1,000 of them.
Like there's a little corner in like downtown like San Francisco and it's just like 40. Like all just like
Just like
one little
40 little
area.
dots right there on the map.
Ooh, yeah. It's
It's
Yeah.
like,
like, damn.
"Ooh, that's bad."
Yeah.
Such a well, I don't wanna say that. I was gonna say a nasty city, but it's just nasty, like, in certain parts. Like,
No,
there's
It's
yeah.
the
Those are
homeless
some
population is really bad in San Francisco. It's a
yeah,
really bad
yeah, it's
state.
pretty bad. Dude, it's so
like
expensive. That's why.
like me and Omar, we walked around San Francisco a little bit there, and it was, there was a part we walked through and we were like, "Maybe we shouldn't be walking here."
Dude.
It was pretty sketchy. We were just like, "Ooh," like because we were walking down the street and there was like these guys, like I think it was like 3 guys sitting like to our left because we're on the left side of the sidewalk, and they're on the left side. They're all sitting down, and as we're getting closer, they all stand up, and one of them puts on a mask. Like, and we're like, oh, like, oh, it's going down. I was getting ready. I was like, where am I gonna run? Where am I gonna go? Like, but
Like
we
a
walked right
ski
past.
mask,
We didn't
not
do
a
it.
COVID
Yeah,
mask.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like a ski mask, not a COVID mask. It was like a ski mask. I put it over, and I was just like, bruh. But nothing ended up happening. But it was really sketchy area. We saw 2 people
Yeah.
shitting that day.
It
Yep.
made me grab my imaginary purse. I was
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I was walking
I was
so
like, "Oh,
stiff, dude.
no."
I told Brittany, I was like, dude, I was trying so hard to keep a straight face like a mug. Like,
Yeah.
don't mess with me. I was like, I was shitting
Me and
myself.
Omar were just stone cold, just walking straight.
Yeah,
We
not
didn't even
talking,
conversate, nothing. We were just walking straight stone cold, bro. We're like anything to each other. And we're like, "That's enough San Francisco for a while." We haven't been back since. That
yeah,
was, like, the
dude.
last thing we did there.
I
It
was
was
like,
pretty,
dude, if I lose my wallet, I have to replace everything, block my banks. Damn, it's too much work.
but, I was gonna talk about another another trip we did kinda recently. It was, our most recent trip, I would say, was to a little town called San Jose. Um, our intention of going to San Jose was for one reason, was to go watch, Noel Miller, comedian
Oh,
live.
you already
You know
did that.
Noel
That
Miller?
happened already.
Yeah, yeah, this happened in April. Yeah,
Uh,
it was a couple months back,
that was
but
April.
yeah, it was
Damn,
April.
that was a long time ago.
Yeah, time flies,
Yeah,
bro.
I
But I wanna kinda I'll let Omar jump in a little bit, but I wanna kinda explain what happened here in, San Jose. Um, so
Wait, no, start from the beginning. Start from the beginning.
I know, I'm going to. So it was
So dumb.
2 in the morning. It was like 1 or 2 in the
So
morning. Oh no, I got off of work. I got
you
off of
got
work.
out for it
Yeah, I got off of work and I was like,
at
okay, Omar,
1:30
yeah, it was like 1:30. Oh, 1:30 in the morning. I guess
a.m.
it's perfect. Yeah, 1:30 a.m. And it was the day of the show, so Saturday morning, very early Saturday morning. And I got off of work. I went to go shower, and then Omar was awake still. I was like, "You got to go to bed, dude. You're gonna drive." And he's like, "I can't sleep." And I was like, "Damn, bro." I was like, "Okay, well, I guess we got to try to sleep anyways." So I lay on my bed, and Omar comes back in. He's like, "I can't sleep." I was like, "Let's just go right now." I was like, I didn't have any sleep. He didn't have any sleep. We're like, "Let's just do it, bro. Let's just go." And and we were both like, "Yeah, let's go!" All excited. So then we take off. It's like a 3-hour drive from us or so, and get to San Jose. We get there really early. It was like
Like
5
5,
in the
6,
morning.
5 or
Yeah,
six.
it was really early. Town was dead, obviously, really early in the morning for a Saturday. Um, and from there we go park in the parking garage. We're chilling for a little bit. We're like thinking, where can we go get breakfast?
Dude, that parking garage is so steep. Oh, wait, no,
Yeah.
no, never
Oh,
mind. No, wait.
oh
No,
no, no, no, no,
that's
no. Yeah,
never
that
mind.
was in San Francisco.
That's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
different one. That's the other one.
yeah. But parking garage was dope. We brought our scooters. We have electric little Segway scooters. Like I could bring it, but whatever. It's little regular scooter, electric scooter, and we
Like
just rode them around for
yeah,
a little bit. Like the ones you'd find in like big cities, like a bird. And
yeah,
we
lime scooter.
yeah, and we rode it around for a little bit, and afterwards we went back to the car. Tiredness didn't wasn't really hitting us super hard yet. Um, and then we were like, "Oh, let's look for breakfast place." We're sitting looking for breakfast place. Found one. Went to it. What time did they say they were opening on on the website? Because remember
Dude,
we sat outside in the front for so long. Where it said
dude,
that it
you
opened at
picked
like
it. You picked this one. You're like, this
it was
looks good. No,
it was good.
what I got was, and every
I,
time I
I
have to, when business can't even open up at their start time, you know something's wrong. They're like they opened up an hour late.
yeah. And yeah, oh yeah, it was an hour late because we were waiting out front because I went over there, went to it. We're like, it was the only place we didn't really have the energy to go looking for place to place. We've never been to San Jose. It was the first time being there. And and then after that, we got breakfast. I got chicken and waffles, pretty bomb. Um, then after that, we where did we go after that?
Goodwill.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. We went to Goodwill. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. I got this shirt. I got this shirt from Goodwill. There, this is
Shout
the
out
shirt I got.
Goodwill. Nah,
Yeah.
don't shout them out. They suck.
Well, that was a good. Actually, yeah, this was the only good thing I got from there.
Goodwill
Um,
sucks.
but then after that, we were like, you know what? Tiredness kind of hitting us, so we were like, maybe we should take a little nap. So then we found because we had a hotel and we couldn't check until 11. Oh no, 3. It was 3. We couldn't check until. And the show was at 7. Doors opened at 6:30 or sometime like that. It was somewhere around there. It was later though. So we're like, oh, we got time. We parked at this little pond lake. Oh, no, it was a pond. It was a pond. And we parked there, crashed for like 30 minutes or so, maybe 30, 40 minutes, maybe less. It didn't feel like that long. And then after that, we did some other random stuff. Wasn't too crazy. And then eventually, uh, did we go anywhere to eat? I don't remember if we went anywhere to eat.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because I don't think we did anything. So then we waited until we could check in. I think we got to the hotel a little bit early and they let us come in like 20 minutes early, 30 minutes early or so.
Like 10:30 or something. They open at 11. Check in. No. It's 3.
No, no,
They
no,
check-ins
three,
at
three.
3. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it was like 2:30, 2:30ish. They
Yeah.
let us in, and we go in, and I was like, "Bet, bro, time to take a nap before we go." And I was like, "Time to go, Mimi's,"
We
gotta
had 3
gotta,
hours before the show.
yeah. And
No, 2.
before that,
The show started at 5 and it was already like
oh
2:30,
yeah, you're right, you're right, you're
2:40.
right. And so we were like, "Okay, well, I'll get a little bit of sleep." I was like, my plan was to crash out for an hour and we'll go, and that was the plan. And Omar was like, "I'm just gonna stay up and I'm gonna go swimming." I was like, "Bet." I set like 10 alarms. Maybe more. I think I set one for like every minute. And I remember I felt like I was in heaven, bro. That was the best sleep I got in so long, bro. Like it felt good. And I woke up and it was about like 7 o'clock. It was like 7. I was like, bruh. I was like, I looked at my phone. I was like, no way. I was like, are you serious? And the show started at 7. Doors opened at like 6:30. And I remember just looking at Omar, and Omar was asleep on his bed. I was like, "No!" I was like, and so I woke up Omar. I was like, "Dude, it's 7." And he was like, "Bruh." Like I remember just being like feeling defeated almost.
So
Like I was just
mad.
like,
I was
"Damn."
mad
Yeah, I was
at
mad. I
myself.
was
I was mad
sad.
at myself.
Yeah, and because I set so many alarms too. I was like, "Damn, bro." So
I woke up on your last alarm for nothing,
yeah,
just to make me
I,
sad. Might as well just sleep through the night.
and you can explain the rest of what happened after that.
Well, this wouldn't have happened. This wouldn't have happened if my cousin had gone with us like he wanted to. So shout
Mhm.
out Diego, you ruined the trip for us. You thought I went, but I didn't actually get to make it to the show. So jokes
Yeah,
on
my
you.
whole literally every single person around us. I'm sorry, I'm gonna intervene real quick. Every single person around us still thinks we went to that comedy show. We did not, by the way. We
Yeah,
ended up not going because we missed it.
so if Noel Miller ever gets a chance to check us out or someone lets him know, if anyone knows Noel Miller, ask him if he could give us free
Please,
tickets because
please,
we
bro.
paid and we missed it.
We spent
I
the
was
whole
really
day in
excited.
San Jose. We spent the whole day
There-
to go
And
see him, and we didn't
if
go.
you're from California, don't go to San Jose. If you're in San Jose,
Quarantine.
I'm sorry for you. Because San Jose is
Quarantine.
like you're close to a cool city. You're close to cool stuff. You're not the cool stuff though. No one
Not at all.
there's nothing to do in San Jose. You
Boring
got
city.
hockey. You got hockey there. I guess your
Oh yeah,
Sharks
the
are pretty
Sharks.
cool.
The Sharks, yeah.
That's about it. So don't
Aside
visit
from
San
that,
Jose. Moral of the story.
There
yeah.
really isn't in San Jose.
Oh, I will say the only redeeming part about this trip was the day after. Well, okay, Omar, you could explain what happened from the rest of that night and then the day after.
Well, us defeated, cried for a bit, 30
Just a little.
minutes.
Mm.
Cuddled. No, just kidding. No, no, I'm just kidding.
We were sad. We had
But
to do something.
no,
Honestly, right.
we both sat in bed and we were like, "Damn, we gotta do something. We gotta make something." So we walked to a bar. We've never been to a bar. We're like, just go try out a bar, see what happens. So we walk into a bar and there's tables. It's like there's a pool table. It's like a small bar. So there's like tables, the bar itself, and then the games on the other side. So we sit down at the tables, expect like a restaurant or something. I don't know what we thought. I don't know what we were thinking. We thought the waiter was gonna come over and ask us what we wanted at a bar.
We just sat at the table. We're like
Just
we're
at a
sitting there
table for like
waiting.
5 minutes. Like I don't think
We're
they're
like,
gonna serve
bruh.
us. So we sat at the bar, and that's when the bartender asked us what we wanted. Yeah, so we got a
Mm.
couple drinks. It was cool. I'd recommend it. Some little bar by the east side of San Jose.
What was the city
But
that we were on? Where our hotel was at? It was
oh,
Millie
Millie Rock.
Yeah,
I
Millie
I
Rock.
don't know.
I'll find the city right now. I'll find the city.
No, but yeah, I went to a bar and that's about it. Just walked back. But the next morning we tried a Asian bakery. Have you Isaac, have you
That's
had some Asian bakeries? Some baked goods, I
oh
mean?
all the time, dude. It's
What
good.
what
Dude,
do you recommend?
Uh, well, I only know like Filipino bakeries type of stuff. They're really
shout him
really
out.
good. I
Shout
mean,
it out.
I don't know the names of them, but
Have
it's
you tried
just
the
really
85?
good.
That's like the chain. That's the 85 degrees, I think. It's a
Is
chain of
I've never
Asian
heard of
bakeries.
them. But
They're
that's what
like
I was
in
gonna
big
say
Good
earlier
cities.
lord.
about San Jose. Like, if you want to go for like Asian food or just like discover some new Asian cuisine, San
Yeah.
Jose
Mhm.
is the spot to go, man. That's
Yeah,
what
they
Yeah.
have a
San Jose
lot.
has, in my opinion.
Japanese, Chinese. There's like little sections of the city where they're spread out.
Yeah,
Pretty
I've been
cool.
there for a hot pot, and it was pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Hot pot's
The
pretty good.
bread, dude. The bread there. Not the 85 bakery. That one's not bad. Like if you have one of those near you, go try it out. It's pretty good. But the local bakery next to it, because they're next to each other, it's kind of weird because they sell the same thing. But the one next
Mhm.
to it, it was a local place with like a older Asian lady with her daughter. Oh my,
Oh my god,
that's life
bro.
changing. I
I'm
wish I
not,
knew
I
the
don't think
name.
I've
Life
dude,
changing.
I told Omar this when I was eating the bread. Like I had this piece of bread. I was like, I feel like a small poor child that doesn't have any other food in the world other than this piece of bread right now. And it was so good, bro. Like I was just eating it, bro. I was like, like it was so good, bro. It was so bomb. Because I remember I got like a one. It was like this little bread that had chocolate in it, and then the other one I got from was 85 Degree the one with the big glass in front of it? Was
Yeah,
that
it's
85
like it's all like fancy and shiny. Everything's all like
with a bit the it was very open, huh? That was the
yeah,
second one we went to? Yeah,
it's
so
like a
that one I got
minimalistic
it was like
thing,
this big, like yeah, roughly like this big, like, it wasn't too, like I don't
like
know
a
if
potato
audio will
What
listen
size
to it.
what was it
Yeah,
exactly?
yeah,
What's the
yeah.
name of it?
It was like a I think it was just called a chocolate cream bun, I think?
choco bun, I think.
Yeah,
Something
it was
like
like a
that.
choco bun, I think.
Uh,
It was probably not necessarily like a famously Asian dish, but, um
I don't know the names, but
the
they're
one
good.
thing I did get that I hated was, what was it called? The milk
And
cake? The
yeah, and
milk
it
cake?
was traditional, like for that
I
time of the
hated it.
year.
It was
And
gross. It tastes like a candle. It
so
was
Bernie just
nasty.
said that he hated the religion, and that's why he didn't want to eat it. Like he
oh
just
wow,
didn't
Brady
agree
was
with the culture.
Word for
that's
word, bar for bar, that's what I said, bro.
He said it tastes
yeah,
Nah,
and
good, but the culture is just not with it.
oh,
that
it
was the
just
only reason I did.
kind of took
I
away
was like,
from the food.
yeah. The everything else was really good though. Aside from that,
Yeah, so just
everything was bomb,
yeah,
bro.
just avoid San Jose.
Yeah,
Isaac,
it was
you
Milpitas, I think, is was the town
Isaac,
we
you've
were in.
been to the coast longer. What? Say someone's not from Cali, California.
Uh,
What would you recommend? Like what beach to visit to that you've been to?
I I've been to like two beaches in my life, you know, because you know before in our original hometown, there's no like the beach is like what 5 hours away,
No, that's
you know.
Success
So
Beach. You
oh
remember?
yeah, Lake Success. You guys, that's California's best kept secret, by the way.
Hidden
You guys go
gem.
there,
I
you,
can't believe
yeah,
people
you
don't
guys
know
will
about it.
love it.
That's crazy.
Love it. Yeah,
You,
there's like people go
What town's it
scuba
in?
diving all the time, but they stay in
you
the bottom of the water and they wait till they get found a couple months later. It's
Yeah,
pretty awesome.
wait,
it's like a
you know
cool little
Lake Tahoe,
vacation.
right? You guys heard of Lake Tahoe?
I think everybody has. I think it's just like
That is
oh,
nothing compared to
yeah,
the hidden gem in the Central Valley.
Exactly. Exactly.
like
Yeah, but
success is on another level actually.
I haven't been to too many
Oh,
beaches, so I can't
which ones have you been
recommend.
to?
I don't even know the names of them. Terrible with names, so I don't know. I've
Monterey,
been to
right?
two
You've been to
beaches.
Monterey.
Yeah, I've been to that area before. It's cool there. If you have a tolerance for cold, you'll be able to swim because the water there is insanely cold. Like
Mm.
it is crazy cold.
Wait,
But
what
it's
time
nice
did you
though.
go
Monterey was
though?
really
What time
hot.
of the month? What time of the year?
It was summertime. The water's
And it
still
was
cold.
still.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
It's like yeah,
Uh,
the weather in that area it stays the same throughout the year basically. Like it doesn't change. It doesn't vary very much. You know what I mean? It stays
wait,
mhm.
around the same.
you also went to Santa Cruz, didn't you? Recently
No,
or no? That
no,
wasn't you.
no. That wasn't me.
I thought you posted a photo at a beach. I guess that might have been Monterey. Weren't you
That might
fishing?
yeah that probably yeah I you know I've been there a couple times to go fishing and whatnot. So yeah.
Do you actually catch fish, dude? I see people fishing all the time, but I never know if they actually catch them.
No, we've
Like
never
on the
caught anything.
shore.
We've never caught anything like at all. Like my bait has gotten stolen. Well, like you know, not stolen, but the fish have eaten the bait off my hook. So I
Oh
always feel
yeah.
kind of like feel like a chump just reeling it back in and just nothing on the hook anymore. Like damn, bro, I just got
Just throw the rod in,
scammed.
bro.
Yeah, I
I
Just
just
throw the
think
got
rod in.
caught
Like
by these fish.
try to throw it into where like there's more kids. You might be able to hook one
yeah.
in like with a leg or
Yeah,
something.
maybe. Yeah, the only issue is we go really early, so there's kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I always every time any beach I go, there's like older people fishing on the coast, like right at the beach. I mean,
It's
and I just
therapeutic, man.
never seen anyone catch anything.
It's therapeutic. You don't go to catch fish, you go to just, you know,
Vibe.
peaceful
Chill
bliss.
and drink
If
it
you do
up.
catch a fish, it's a plus, you know.
Do you
That's
guys
it.
fish on a boat? I
No,
feel
I
like that'd
want to
be
do that.
fun. That'd be chill.
I want to go spear
The second time
fishing,
I've
like
ever been
with a
on a
spear
boat,
gun.
Second time I've ever been on a boat was when we went to Bass Lake. Yeah,
That was your second time? That's my first time.
that was my second time ever being on a boat. Prior
That
to that, I went
was
on a houseboat, and
that
that
was
was
my
like
first time.
I was like 8, I think, or
Remember
10.
when you were sitting in the front of the
Oh, yeah,
boat?
and you
You
almost
almost
died.
died.
Oh yeah, let's
Bernie
talk about
almost dies?
that. Let's talk about the thumbnail. Yeah, I forgot about that actually. That's right. Okay, so we all went to Bass Lake. It's a nice lake up in
Not as
somewhere
good as Lake
California, don't know where.
Success, but yeah.
It's not as good as Lake Success, but it's pretty close. So we rented a boat with all our friends, went out there drinking, had a good time, and I was pretty drunk before we even got on the boat. So I was already going in pretty, woo, and drank more when I got on the boat, and I was just having a good time. Like I wanted to stand up, I wanted to jump in the water. Like I was just having a good time. And so on the front of the boat, there's a little grill on the left side, and there's a little gate to open to get outside to the front of the boat. And there's a little area where you can stand, presumably when you're parked and you're not moving, you can be in that area. And I sat on the front, and because I
What
was
is it
just
called?
having fun, like I was just
Is it
the
the
bow or
crow?
bow,
Crow?
the bow,
Bow?
bow.
I don't
I
know.
remember it was, I could be wrong, but it was the front of the boat, and I was sitting there having a great time. Like I felt like I was floating. I was like, wee! I had my arms up, and
You actually did.
yeah, I was having a good time, and then eventually I think Elias joined me. Shout out Elias, another name drop for him. He was sitting in the front of the boat with
Short
me.
King.
Short King,
So,
love him.
yeah.
And and we were all sitting in the front of the boat together. We were drunk. He was drunk with me as well. And then all I remember is maybe like 10, 20 minutes later, I see another boat, a little bit out in the distance, maybe not too far away from us.
No, and
And
I
I
was
swear,
conning it, right? I was like, "Bzz," and I was like, dude, it keeps getting closer. Like I slowed down, like it's
yeah,
trying to cross in front of us. Like, get out of here.
yeah. And then, and all I hear is, "Get off the front of the boat!"
And
I
you're
was
like,
like,
hey, you were like
"Hey!" I
waving at him.
was like,
Oh my god.
and then he was like, "That's how you die!" And I was like, "Oh," and I caught up, and I just sit down next to everybody. I was like, "Oh, it was fun while it lasted." I forgot about that. I forgot that happened. Yeah, that's right.
Remember, you told me that people were cheering at you, like when we were driving,
Oh yeah,
going past them, other boats, like just regular
yeah,
people.
yeah. Because I remember there was people to my right when I was just sitting in the front, and I remember there's people. They were just looking at me. I was like, "Hey!" Like I was just waving to them. Like I was like, and they all waved back to me. I was like,
They're like,
"Wow!"
this guy has a death wish. He's crazy.
I was like, "Ah, he's crazy. He's wild."
Just get
But
sucked under and obliterated by the blades.
yeah, literally, that's what could have happened. If I were to dip my feet, like, okay, so the water is, let's say, it was like this high away from my feet.
Yeah.
If my feet would have dipped down into the water, I'd have gone under the boat, dead. Like, straight up, like I would have died. And I didn't
Ruin the
realize it
trip.
because I was so drunk.
Yeah,
I
you
would
would
have
have
ruined
ruined the
it for
whole
sure.
trip.
I
No, you would have
know.
ruined our
I
lives,
would have been
bro.
so
You
mad
would
at
have
you.
ruined our lives.
We would have gotten PTSD. Have
You guys want to
flashbacks
go
of
on
you
a
all
boat?
chunky and stuff, like destroyed by the
My body's
blade.
from my
Someone brings up boat, we just
my
have
head's on
flashbacks.
gas. That would be
Did I
horrible,
ever
bro.
stop the boat when you were in the front? Because I remember one time Martin or Isaac, someone was standing up, and I stopped the boat because like we had to
It was
slow
me.
down.
It was me. It was me. It was me. Because
Oh,
I
you
was
were standing up?
yeah, that
That
was
was after?
afterwards. Yeah, it was afterwards, and I
Imagine
was
I would
standing
have
in
done that when
the
you were in the front.
bro.
The
Because I
boat
remember I was
stopped
standing up,
so fast.
like I stood up, and I was just like, "Whoa!" If I was in the front of the boat, I probably would have gone over, bro.
Yeah,
Like it was bad, but the boat was really fun.
it was fun.
It was
I'd do it again, or maybe a faster boat. It's kind of slow.
yeah. One thing the first thing I had ever done for the first time was what did it be called? What was it?
Waterboard.
Waterboard.
Water.
We were
No,
Is it
wait,
it's
no,
called
no,
not.
no, no. Waterboarding is with the towel.
I don't think so.
I was like, yeah,
we were,
waterboarding.
Yeah,
we
we
were waterboarding off the side.
No,
Yeah, we
it was
waterboarding.
it was what did it be called? I don't
I
know. It's
don't
when you're
know.
on the board or
Not a board.
floaty, whatever.
It's a like a
Floaty thing.
floaty, like a I don't.
Because it's not like wakeboarding. It's not like where
Let's
you
just say
hold.
rafting. I don't know. It's a floaty
Yeah,
type. Oh, tubing, right?
Tubing,
Oh,
tubing, tubing,
tubing.
tubing. Yeah,
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 there you
yeah.
go. There you go. There you go. Tubing, not waterboarding. Tubing. And that was pretty fun. That was the first time I ever done it. What was crazy is that me and Omar, we were the last to go. So every single person before us, it seemed like they were kind of struggling to like hold
Isaac. I
on
mean, no,
or
not
like
Isaac. Elias.
no.
Elias was the one that made it
Lies.
seem
He
like
was. A shout out to Elias.
Elias was dying.
I think I don't know why
He
everyone
just made it seem
seemed
like
like they were struggling so bad. And when I got on, I was just like, this ain't too bad. And then me and Omar just both got on our knees. We were like, this isn't too bad. And I remember just holding on with one arm. I was like, this isn't too bad. Like I was like, this is pretty fun. Like, and I remember at one point I let go with both hands, and I was just like, I was on it for a tiny bit. I was just like, Omar, look at me.
I think
And
that
then
would
because
have
I was
hurt if you fell off. Would have
yeah,
hurt
because
so
remember I
much.
told you I was trying to
Slam.
flip around, like I was trying to
Yeah.
grab it with my other arm behind me, and I was also really drunk throughout this stuff. And so yeah, I don't know. The whole experience was fun. I think it
Uh,
seemed like everyone had a really great time on
That
the
was
Everyone
boat.
got to try it. Everyone got to try the tubing one time, and then Martin's like, "I think we're done." And then he were
Oh
done.
yeah, our friend Martin, which is also Isaac's cousin,
shout out.
got rid of shout out Martin, got rid of the tube like midway through. He was like, "We're done. We don't need it no more." And everyone's like, "So where's the tube at, guys?
The
We
best
want to
part
do
of
the
the
tube
boat.
again."
The best part of the boat. He's like, we're
Everyone's like,
done. We're done.
Talking about Martin, like, what was it? I think he was the second one to go, and he just thought it was the smart idea to just cannonball on the tube and just bounce right off into the
Oh,
water.
yeah.
That was like his first.
He jumped on. He was like,
Yeah, he just
went in
bounced
the
off the
water.
tube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whole trip was
Nah,
fun though.
but yeah. In
Recently,
summary,
go ahead.
in summary, for just finishing off, I think California is great. If you guys want to come visit, two best spots to visit: Bakersfield and Fresno. So make sure
And
to come
Lake
down.
Success.
Well,
You
like
gotta
success.
stop
Yeah.
at Lake
Yeah,
Success.
yeah,
Oh yeah, it's in
yeah.
between. It's in between, so you could visit all three in
Oh
one
yeah,
go if you want.
perfect. Yeah, on your way from Bakersfield to Fresno, stop at Lake Success.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
That's it.
Beautiful lake.
That's it. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was saying I went to go watch the Buzz Lightyear movie. Probably like what, a couple days ago? No,
You
Saturday. I
actually
think it was
watched it?
last Saturday.
It just came
Yeah,
out. It
yeah,
just came out recently, no?
yeah.
Like
I
pretty
just
recently.
I went to go watch it, and so it was a good movie. I liked the movie, right? It was really cool.
Mhm.
I didn't think anything of it, like typical of Disney.
Yeah.
Then a couple days later, I was on my phone and I seen an advertisement for the movie and on Instagram, and I like going on the comment sections for those Instagram ads because the comment sections, they're really funny sometimes. You'll get that,
Yeah.
like, really shitty mobile game ad, where it's
Oh
like
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it's just really really terribly done, but the
Level 1
comments,
criminal.
I know, right? It turns into like a level
Yeah.
100 mafia lord or something.
Yeah.
So I like looking at the comments. Anyway, so I click on that advertisement and I look at the comments. The comments are like, it's like these just Karen just going off in the comments of this like 5,000 view Instagram ad, and she's
Yeah.
like, I will not be bringing my child. There is a kiss, and the kiss is still in there, even though we've complained and you guys are ignoring our voices. I'm not taking my
Wait,
child to go watch that. So the thing
wait.
is,
Kiss? What do you mean?
What do you
there's
mean?
there's a scene in the movie. I don't want to spoil too much. A little bit of
Mhm.
spoilers. One of the characters has a wife. It's and that character is also a female, so it's lesbian.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And
same sex.
yeah, there's a scene that I completely forgot about. Right, it's just such an irrelevant scene. Um,
Mhm.
they quickly like peck each other. Right, that's it. Just a little quick kiss. And
Gross.
dude, that's what I said, dude. When I seen that, I got up, I left, and I I was disgusted. I'm just messing around, but on the real, like, I just,
I'm
it's
joking. I'm
such a
joking.
so something so little, so I was
Yeah.
kind of, when I seen that comment, I was just kind of like, bro,
Like it doesn't change the movie at all. It's
yeah,
just
like there's like, it's just like a two, not even like a second and a half scene, and you're just like taking your child,
And
like,
are
no,
they
I'm not gonna
toys?
take your child.
Oh no, they're not toys. Never
No,
mind.
no, no, no. So in this
Yeah, it's
movie,
based
they're
off the
supposed,
yeah.
yeah, based off
My bad.
the Buzz Lightyear and the universe he came from and whatnot. Good movie,
But
by
it
the way. I enjoyed it.
okay, but let me be devil's avocado here, right?
Good.
Okay.
I don't want to be, but let me be. That movie, Toy Story 1, when was it released? Like 1999 or early 2000. It was like really, it's old. It's an old movie.
It's like 98, 99, I think.
Some way back when.
So it was released in 98, and then that means it was already based on the movie because he had watched the movie to get the toy. So that movie's like way older, right?
It's 95.
95. So that's like
Yeah.
1990. So I don't think they'd be having that on cartoons or movies. So it's not accurate for the times because back then they weren't very accepting.
Mhm.
But
Well,
it's not. They're
okay.
not in the same universe. That's the thing. It's a completely different. Like
No, but that's
Buzz
the reason he
Lightyear
bought
in
the
this
toy.
movie. He's not a toy in this movie though. What do you?
Yeah,
No, I know,
I'm
I
this
know.
I'm confused to what your point is. I mean, well,
It's
yeah,
just
way back when they wouldn't have showed that, but yeah, now
yeah,
times has changed. It is what it is.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And it
yeah,
was
because Buzz Lightyear, it's about like the actual story of what the toy is based off, right? In Toy Story, it's like
yeah.
the
So it's showing Buzz's story
Buzz
and where he came
story.
from originally. What
mm, why they
and I
made
think
toys
I
out of
think with
him
that
in
being
Toy
said,
Story.
also just to kind of I think they're probably gonna make like a Woody movie just like that, in the Western and whatnot.
Oh,
But
okay.
but anyways, basically to conclude what I was saying, it, it's just crazy to me that someone's gonna like not take their children to take their child because of what they believe. These kids, they don't know anything. You know what I mean? They see a scene like that and they're just not gonna think anything of it. But I don't know. People just
Nah,
be
yeah,
reaching. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it's a lot of people set in like old ways and not being very accepting of things that are changing, and it's people that are very close minded about uh just a lot of new things, and I think it's something that's just been changing a lot in the past like 7 years, 8 years or so now.
Yeah.
It's something that I think everybody's coming to understand, and it's becoming more accepted, thankfully. So
Yeah. I just wanted to mention that.
But was it? You said it was a good movie. You'd recommend it?
It was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I liked it.
I think,
It was funny. It was sad. It was good. It was good.
yeah, I think I'll watch it
honestly,
whenever it's streaming. Whenever it's on
yeah,
streaming
it's
platforms.
like one of the first
Legally,
like
right? You guys watch it
Yeah,
legally.
for
legally,
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
I support creators.
100%. Yeah.
allegedly
Disney,
allegedly
the small
like one of the
creators,
websites.
I think they have
Yeah,
like
I
500
support the
subs.
smart
I don't know, something
creators.
like that.
Is it being made by Disney?
They're coming up,
I
dude.
don't know.
You guys should follow them.
I think you make me question myself now. Pretty sure it
No,
is.
it's
Is it?
Pixar. It's Pixar, but it's owned by Disney. So
Yeah, Disney
Is it
owns
owned by
yada
everything.
Disney?
yada.
So yeah,
Yeah, Disney does. How's Disney not a monopoly, dude, for real?
Basically
it
are.
is.
Oh, you wanna talk
Yeah.
about bro,
No, no,
like,
no, no. It's
everything
not
they're
that.
doing with okay, maybe it's just me. I wanna
It's
bring
just
up,
you.
like if we're on the topic with Disney, I would say that I'm a pretty big Marvel fanboy, or used to be. Um, I was very a big advocate for all the movies, for all the shows, all the comics, maybe not comics. But like anytime a new movie came out and they introduced a new character, I was like, damn, I gotta learn everything about this character. I was kind of like the person in my family when say my parents watched the movie, they're like, oh, who's this character? I'm like, I already knew who it was. Yeah, I already looked up everything about them. The movies are great, everything, loved it. Um, and then I feel like after the switch, after like Disney had acquired like Marvel, I feel like the quality dropped pretty hard. Like it was pretty like evident with like CGI, storytelling, dialogue. It felt like the cheese just got turned up like 10 notches, like on
Extra
all the
cheese,
movies.
please.
Yeah, like dude, like it made it hard to watch any of the newer movies. Especially I want to say I'm not sure when Disney acquired, but it felt pretty like, you could really tell, I wanna say, like, after, like, Endgame, and then even all the shows are just literally mid, like, the definition of mid. Like, none of the
Yeah.
I wanna say aside from, like, maybe Loki, but aside from that,
Lucky
like,
was
none of the
pretty good.
shows were really, nothing stand out. Maybe they had, like, 1 or 2 episodes that were kind of okay, but Loki was probably the only show where I was like, "Damn, this is a good show." Like, this is actually interesting from, like, start to finish. There was, like, 1 slow episode, but aside from that, it was the best show that they've made since I think Disney acquired Marvel. It just feels like they really butchered the quality of everything that Marvel once was.
I think that's Disney's motto. They just kind of like they just spit out a bunch of content and just hope one of them lands. Because they
They're
did the
about
same thing with
Yeah.
Star Wars. If you look at the Star Wars,
Oh,
like
dude.
what is it what is it called, little chart for the future or whatever? There's like a million shows
Mhm.
coming out in like All
Yeah,
those, I
just
guarantee,
every
like
character.
all, yeah, like every minor character is being introduced just to be like to gain some hype. But anyways, yeah,
Yeah.
they just shoot out a bunch of shitty shows and just hope one of them lands. It's pretty terrible that Disney. If you're gonna
Like I
buy
heard.
such a like a big brand name and like least you could do is not turn it into shit, which is what they've been doing really.
Yeah, like I heard Obi-Wan was pretty bad. Like I heard it was um it just wasn't good. Like even for my parents, they were kind of like, "Eh, it's okay." Like, but my parents are pretty big fans when it comes to anything Marvel, Star Wars, anything. They're usually pretty on board. Like even the new show, like I think it's called Miss Marvel. Uh, my mom told me she watched the first episode. She's like, "Ugh." My mom usually likes
Well, that
everything.
one's
So
for like
oh,
straight. That one's marketed towards kids. It's like watching I don't know anything on Disney XD and Disney
oh, is it?
XD, is that
way
even a
back
thing
then.
still?
I don't know,
Oh,
but like
oh,
those shows from back then, like that's how it's like where we grew up watching them. It's for kids, like to get into Marvel. I don't think it's
Mm.
not for adults.
Okay. See, I don't know anything about it. I just remember seeing like ads on my Twitter and it was like the wait is finally over. I was like, I don't even know what the show's about. Like there's no hype around the show. At least maybe for me. Who knows? Maybe I'm just too old. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm just
maybe
growing out of Marvel.
maybe you're already because you're 30.
Yeah, I'm just
yeah,
32 actually. Getting up
you need
there.
you need to worry about starting a family. Just
Yeah, bro,
drop those
stop worrying
Disney
about
stocks and
Disney.
stuff. Come on now, man. Invest in stocks. What are you doing, bud?
Invest in crypto. It's going up right now.
Yeah, man.
Yo, oh, you're right. We should all invest in crypto. You guys want to start crypto
Hashtag
coin? I
swamp
think that'd be
coin.
dope.
No,
Swamp
but
coin, bro.
Yeah, and then we'll pull the rug pretty hard.
Yeah.
Wait,
no,
oh,
but
did I say that out loud?
uh, dude, Disney's never cared about fans, bro. They care about quantity because they're making their Disney Plus what's it called? Library. They're filling up their library. They
Dude,
just want to
yeah.
have content.
Because I
Because,
remember
dude,
when they first
the
sorry, go ahead.
reason Netflix was made was to stop these like networks so you could just have everything on one thing. And now it's the
Mm.
same again. Like, why would you want to pay for a
Netflix does the same
subscription?
thing. Netflix does the same thing. They just have a bunch of Netflix originals coming out, and they're all really poopy.
Yeah, like you
Majority of
got
them are really
like
poopy.
say what's a movie you really like? Just name a movie real quick.
Like a Netflix original movie,
No, no,
or
name
like
any movie. Name any movie. Your like favorite movie.
Um,
Like let's say Interstellar. That's a lot of people's favorite movie. You
yeah.
Interstellar's a
wanna
good movie. Yeah,
you wanna watch Interstellar? Let me check Netflix. Oh, it's not there. Let me check Hulu Plus. Oh,
HBO
it's not
Max.
there. Like, you gotta check everything, dude. Before everything was
Yeah,
on Netflix. I don't know. It just why would I pay
Yeah.
for a subscription if you can't even find what you want?
Every big company just kind of making their own platform and they're just posting it all in so you're gonna have like so many different subscriptions if you want to watch like every single movie or whatever because there's like Disney Plus, there's HBO Max, there's Hulu, Netflix, if you like anime, Crunchyroll, like there's just so much
There's so many.
subscriptions that you have to go through now. So it's
yeah,
like
it's
you're
crazy.
paying the same amount as like if you were watching cable back then.
Yeah.
Like you're
I
basically
think you're
paying the
paying
exact
more.
same.
Pay for all of them. Like say they're all around $10. I think it's more than cable
They're
now.
not even $10 anymore. It's like $15, almost 20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Crazy.
it's crazy. Everything's just going up and up.
Netflix originals are not great.
They're not.
Um
They're
The
not.
Boys, I'd recommend The Boys to
The
anyone,
Boys,
honestly.
that is good.
It's
That is
such a
good.
good show. I hope they continue it and just start different storylines or something because it's pretty good. I
Yeah, the
recommend it.
hype around The Boys is insane. Like I honestly, I'm not caught up. I think I'm a season and two, and we talked about it a little bit last episode. Like a season in,
Oh
but
yeah,
the hype
Brittany
is
likes The
crazy around the
Boys.
show. I and the Amazon Prime Video Boys. Not the
No,
there's
wait,
just
wait,
so much
wait.
hype around it. I see it everywhere.
Yeah. Um, wait. I've been wanting to discuss this topic for a bit though. Because my favorite superhero, I don't know, yours is different most likely, but my favorite superhero is the Flash,
It's
and I was really excited for a Flash movie. But
oh
then you know who is
yeah,
the star in the Flash? That
Ezra
guy Ezra.
Miller.
And you know what Ezra's been doing recently? Not
What
recently,
has
like
he
these
been
past
doing?
years, dude. He's been
That's a
getting
menace,
arrested.
bro.
I don't know if the stories are they could be fake because there's a story that he had a barn with a bunch of guns and children. I don't know. That
What?
that
Like
seems out of like outrageous. But
like there's so much though. It's so much like
it's so much negativity
uh
around him. Like he's canceling himself. He just goes
Yeah,
out and finds ways to cancel himself.
He's a menace to society, honestly. Like seeing the things
like
that he does and
actually,
just like beats up people for no reason.
Yeah.
Yo,
like the video just attacked that woman in the store because like she talked back to him or something. I was like, damn, this
yeah,
man's
he's tripping. He's
crazy,
on a
bro.
power trip.
Yeah.
Made
But
his
what I
money
wanted to ask
Justice League.
what I want to ask about that was like Johnny Depp or any other celebrity that got canceled, they just dropped any film or like they just stopped making it and didn't like release any film or TV series they were in. Any celebrity gets
Mhm.
canceled. How come Warner Bros. Is still deciding to release his? And you guys think like they should release it, or should they just scrap it and start all over?
I think
Uh,
I
Go
think they
ahead, Bernie.
put too much money into like the movie already and too much to like back out of it. Like I think I saw like headlines already saying that they're gonna go through with this movie, but they're not gonna forward it with him. Like they're not gonna continue with him. Like
Oh,
everybody, I think everybody's
What's
talking
the
about, or
point
at least when I
though?
see, I don't like a lot of people I see on Twitter. They're talking about that they want the CW actor Grant Gustin, and everyone's like, well,
I
we
don't think
really
it's
want
gonna
him.
happen.
I don't think it's gonna happen because he's under contract with CW. It's not gonna happen. Even though everybody wants him, it just won't. It just won't. won't.
And
It
I
won't
think it would
happen.
just disappoint too because people would just expect insane things and it just like can't happen. There's only so
Mhm.
much he could do.
I don't think anybody's gonna watch that new movie. It's a movie, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
yeah,
don't think
yeah.
Like,
anybody's gonna watch
you
it. What's
think
the
he has
purpose of
any
making that?
fans, bro? It's about
No.
him. Like, he's the main character. You think he has
Right,
any
right. Who's gonna
fans?
watch that and not think to themselves like, "Yo, I'm watching a guy who beats up women."
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
like how are you rooting for this man? Like
Yeah, right.
I'm don't get me wrong, I'm gonna watch the movie because I love the Flash. It's my favorite superhero.
oh my.
I
So you
love the Flash.
You're the
you
reason why,
support
man.
abusers.
Yeah, look at
You
you.
support abusers. You just confirmed it live on the podcast.
I will watch it illegally, allegedly. I will watch it illegally, allegedly, so he will not get any of my money.
All right. That's still pretty
But
terrible though.
I do,
Bad
I
person.
love the Flash, and I just want to see what happens with it because, if I'm just really hoping they do something with Grant Gustin. That's what I want. If
That
Grant
you
Gustin
want that Grant Gussie, huh?
I want that Gussy, bro. If he shows up, bro, oh my god. For whatever reason, and he became the new Flash for the DC, I think that'd be dope.
They should show him without effects, just doing the spin.
Oh yeah, he's like,
There's a
he's
clip where
like
he's just
moving his arms.
waving his hands when nothing's happening.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're about that time. It's been we just hit our time actually.
It's
Hour
been a
10.
long
It's been
day.
quite fun. And now here with our third and official co-host Isaac made his
Hey,
first appearance here.
He says he has
appreciate
a
you
camera
guys.
next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He will
Yeah,
have a camera
possibly.
next week.
Maybe Omar will also have a camera. I don't know.
I
We'll
have a
see.
camera.
Omar has a camera.
Where's it
Omar
at?
has a camera. He's
Oh,
recording through his phone.
Everyone's been watching me
he's
this whole
recording
time.
really? Oh,
Mhm.
interesting. My apologies. My apologies.
Shout
But
out,
yeah,
shout out to
I will have
Barbara.
a camera next week. So hold me to it.
Yeah.
Hold it against him and
Everybody
kiss him.
hold it against him. We want to see his
Yeah.
beautiful face. But yeah, last week was
He
basically
looks like the deep. He looks like the deep from the voice.
Like a
this is
freaking
basically like
Walgreens version. I don't know. Something
this is the real first
best
episode of Small
value.
Bass Podcast, basically. But this is episode 2. So thank you everybody for listening, watching, whatever platform you're on right now. And yeah, leave a
Yep.
comment, like, subscribe, and I guess we'll catch you guys next week.
Thank you
Take
for
a
visiting
whiff.
the swamp.
Bye.